Alrighty, good morning. Meteorologist Scot Haney in the First Alert Forecast Center at Channel 3. Nice to see all of you. Welcome to the First Alert Weather Extra. Very important on days like this when the weather's a little rough. It is the First Alert Weather Day. You can find it streaming right here, again on WFSB+. A little bit more of an in-depth forecast as we move through the day today. So we just want to give you the heads up that it's going to be raining today, and that rain could come down pretty heavy. There could also be some lightning and thunder, maybe even an isolated tornado thrown in for good mix, particularly in western Connecticut and a little bit further west over the border. But we're just going to keep an eye on things for you throughout the day today. So download the Channel 3 app. It's a great resource. You can follow along with the meteorologist here at Channel 3, and we'll certainly let you know what's going on. Remember, if there is ever a tornado warning in the state, we go on air on Channel 3, and we stay on the air for the duration of the event. So we've got you covered to let you know each step of the way. You can find us right here on Roku, Apple TV, and Fire TV, bringing you even more ways to stay ahead of the weather. And we're streaming live weekdays at 8 a.m. and again at 9:30 p.m., giving you, again, that in-depth look at your forecast to help you plan your day and your week. So you can be sure to join us every morning, again, weekdays, 8 a.m. and 9:30 p.m. in the evening on WFSB Plus for our First Alert Weather Extra. All right, I've zoomed in to First Alert Live Radar. It is the only live radar in Connecticut showing some moderate to heavy rain. This is an area of interest because you're seeing some purple develop as it moves in. And we've had a lot of rain in this part of the state, particularly earlier this morning in southeast Connecticut. So I'm waiting to see what's going to happen, see if there's any flash flood warnings issued. Right now we're good. Rhode Island has a flash flood warning in effect until 10:45. A good portion of Rhode Island, again, under that flash flood warning. So if you're headed there, please be careful driving around. But again, for us, there's rain in New Haven right now, scattered showers in the rest of the state, but basically zoomed in here to New London, Mystic, Stonington, Groton, Long Point, North Stonington for the moderate to heaviest rain in the state right now. All right, let's take you out. I do want to show you, again, look at all that copious amount of rain in Rhode Island. Whoa. There are showers over New Haven, not too particularly heavy, but nonetheless they're with us. Again, the moderate to heavy rain is focused over southeast Connecticut at this hour, moving into Rhode Island, and that's unfortunate because they don't really need any more rain over there at this hour. As we widen out the shot, look at all the rain through Pennsylvania, West Virginia. Oh boy, the Delmarva Peninsula. We're talking about rain that's yet to make its way into the state, and that'll do so throughout the day today. Particularly between the hours of about 3 and 9 is when we run the risk for some strong to severe storms. So today, they could come a little earlier, they could stay a little later, but that's a basic time frame. So today is the First Alert Weather Day. Heavy rain, flooding, storms, and again, that isolated tornado that I talked about at the top of this head, somewhere in western Connecticut in the region. The wet weather is impacting this morning's commute and again this evening's commute, and particularly the Durham Fair, getting off with a wet start. Gates open at 4 p.m., so we're just going to have to wait and see if the weather does anything to impact the event. Heavy rain, flooding, these are the storm impacts. Lightning. When you see lightning or hear thunder, you want to remain indoors. If you're going to be at a fair, you want to make sure you get to safer ground, okay? Safer indoor shelter. Damaging wind is a possibility within some severe weather events, severe thunderstorms. And again, that isolated tornado is also a cause for concern. We'll certainly keep you posted if that does materialize. Low end probability, but nonetheless, it's not non-existent. This is the severe threat. We're at level 1 today, and also we're at level 1 for the excessive rain. So we're not at level 5, but we're also not at goose egg. So you got to play along here. Level 1 for the threat for receiving some of these strong storms. As we take a look at First Alert Futurecasts, anywhere from 1 to 3 inches, particularly in that southeast corner. I'm sure we picked up more than an inch already, and there's a lot more coming through the afternoon. All right, so the rain chances, look at this. Look at the bar wants to climb out of the chart, but then again it goes away. Friday through Wednesday of next week, we're talking about quiet weather. It's going to get breezy Tuesday and Wednesday, and that might be due to Umberto, which is out in the open waters of the Atlantic. All right, as we take you to Thursday, First Alert Futurecast, Tomorrow's weather today shows us an hour-by-hour depiction of the rain. Could be moderate to heavy at 11 o'clock. Could be moderate to heavy at 2 p.m. And then it kind of starts to wind down. I think this is a little underplayed. So give us a little leeway here. And then you'll see the front passing through with the threat for more strong to severe storms this evening. And then very early tomorrow morning, we're talking about mostly cloudy skies with a gradual clearing trend. And then we are taking a look at improving conditions during the day tomorrow. So should be a pretty good day tomorrow. We just got to get there. As we take a look at 11 p.m. tomorrow night, good for stargazing. And then Saturday looks partly to mostly sunny with increasing clouds late Saturday. And then we are talking about Sunday, a mostly cloudy day. Sunday morning along the shoreline, there could be a brief shower, but that quickly goes away. It should be a mainly dry day on Sunday with mostly cloudy skies. We do have fog out there for you this morning, particularly here in Rocky Hill. It was pretty thick. Also in other parts of the state, Waterbury, New Haven, Chester, Putnam, Windsor Locks. I mean, there's fog in parts of the state. A quarter of a mile in Chester seems to be the worst of it. So please be careful driving around. Not only is there a little ponding on the roads in parts of the state, the roads are wet, but you've also got some fog out there. Not so much in Torrington right now, but there it is in Rocky Hill. You can see here our vantage point towards the skyline of Hartford. Can't make too much out this morning. And if you're going to the Big E today, you better bring the Big U, the big umbrella, because it is going to be a little soggy there every part of the day, showing the rain icons, which is not favorable for a good day at the Big E. All right, kids, getting on the bus. There could be some thunderstorms around lunchtime. I think you're going to be indoors for recess today. The ride home, temperatures in the low to mid-70s with some showers around as well. The allergy forecast is low today, tomorrow, and Saturday. And this is the warm front that's moving through the state right now. Never good news with a warm front. And then the moist and humid air starts kicking in with a southerly flow. And then the front doesn't really make its way through until late tonight through very early tomorrow morning. And then we'll say hello to the good weather for Friday and Saturday. Sunday, mostly cloudy. All right, so here are your headlines. Muggy, rain with storms during the day today. It is a first alert weather day. Less humid, warmer tomorrow. Temperatures in the low 80s. It's going to be incredibly mild tomorrow and more of the same for the foreseeable future. The weekend pleasant and warm. Once again, there's the first alert live radar showing the rain coming down in parts of southeast Connecticut. Just checking back in, make sure they haven't issued any flood warnings. Not yet at this time. If it does occur, we'll certainly keep you posted. Chance for wet paws is great today, tomorrow and Saturday. It does come down. Temperatures out there, 51, typical overnight low. We're at 72 in Danbury, 73 in New Haven with this southeasterly flow. Mid to upper 60s elsewhere. It's a very mild start. We're up a degree or 4 in parts of southwest Connecticut, down a degree or 3 in other parts of the state. And the dew points are in the mid to, look at the 71 degree dew point in New Haven. Who needs that? That is muggy and ugly. And the dew point trend does come down a little bit. Eventually by Tuesday, it's completely down. But just a touch of mugginess as we move through the weekend. Wind speeds sustained right now, anywhere from 3 to 6. Not a big deal, but there could be some gusty winds and embedded thunderstorms later this afternoon, late morning through the afternoon. September, 71 degrees yesterday. We did pick up a pretty good amount of rain the 23rd and 24th, about a half an inch at Bradley both days. So that's some good news. And today we're going to pick up some more. Here's your forecast for today. Those icons stay wet. 72 to 75 degrees. The icons along the shoreline, wet with the possibility of some thunderstorms. Temperatures a little bit milder than in inland Connecticut, and you might want to call off that golf game today because it's looking a little damp with the threat for some thunderstorms. And the Durham Fair, the gates open at 4. Doesn't close until 10, but I don't know about the Durham Fair today. It'll look much better tomorrow. Forecasted highs today climb into the low 70s, muggy with rain and storms. Forecast lows tonight, very similar to where we are this morning. Cloudy, showers and storms end late. And there is your 7-day forecast. We're talking about 81 tomorrow. Look at the stretch of weather. It's going to be delightful. 80 on Saturday, mostly sunny skies, and then mostly cloudy on Sunday. Back to the partial sunshine to mostly sunny skies Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And it could be getting a bit breezy due to Umberto getting close by. No cigar for us here in Connecticut as that storm system goes to the north and east. All right, so we'll continue to monitor the tropics for you. We've got another wave out there that could become Imelda, and of course that could have a little bit more of an impact on the continental United States in the coming days, but again, we have time to fine tune that forecast. Here come your shoreline highs, pretty equivalent to where we're headed inland over the course of the next several days. Again, you've been watching First Alert Weather Extra, streaming right here on WFSB Plus. You can find us on Roku, Apple TV, and Fire TV. We're streaming live weekdays at 8 a.m. and then again at 9:30 p.m., giving you that in-depth look at your forecast. Be sure to join us every morning and evening on WFSB Plus for our First Alert Weather Extra. Can't thank you enough for tuning in. I appreciate that. We'll see you on Eyewitness News throughout the day today. Take care.